My name is Dr. Hillel Mazansky, and I specialize in medical hypnosis, guided imagery, nutrition, and exercise. How to live a longer, happier, healthier life, my mantra. My website being www.gianinc.com. On facebook.com/guided imagery, one word, guided imagery. We place all our YouTube video health tips on a daily basis, and that's where they are stored. Today, we are going to discuss something in the realm of nutrition. We have discussed much about hypnosis and guided imagery, and today's tip is about nutrition. It is extremely important to eat certain foods that medical science has proved can fight against cancer. The reason being is that the food contains high levels of antioxidants and polyphenols called phytochemicals. These substances are antioxidant. Oxidant means rust, is equivalent to rust, and when one forms cancer, it is the oxidants that cause the cancer to form. So to fight them, we use antioxidants, not antioxidant pills that you buy in a health food store. There is absolutely no medical evidence that purchasing antioxidant pills can do the same as eating the fruit and the vegetables. The vast majority of antioxidants are contained in the fruit and vegetables, as are cancer-fighting vitamins and substances. We will start off with breakfast. Breakfast, there is a high level of folic acid or folate in cereals, melons, oranges, orange juice or oranges, eggs, and leafy vegetables, dark leafy vegetables. And that is how the breakfast should be done, because not only do you have a great deal of folate, but you also have the cancer-fighting substances that are present in the food. Folate can help prevent cancer of the mouth, throat, esophagus, and stomach. Other fruits and vegetables that are extremely beneficial for their high content of antioxidants and polyphenols are fruits and vegetables which have an intense dark color. The darker the color, the better it is. Tomatoes, bright red, prevent prostate cancer, bladder cancer, esophagus and pancreas cancer, amongst others. Spinach, rather eat spinach or kale than lettuce, because spinach has a darker color than lettuce. If you use kale or bok choy, is also very healthy, preventing many different cancers of the stomach, the colon, the pancreas, the liver. Saute it in extra virgin olive oil, or rather in canola oil, and by doing that, you will have a huge dose of antioxidant and polyphenol foods. Fruits such as strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries have been proven to fight many different cancers, especially of the prostate, stomach, and oral cavity, and the esophagus and mouth. Drinking tea, especially green tea. Initially, it was thought to prevent breast and prostate cancer only, which it does, but now other cancers have now been found to prevent initiation of the cancerous process is to drink 3 to 4 cups of green tea a day. While we know that drinking 1 or 2 glasses of red wine is beneficial for the heart, if there is a history of breast or prostate cancer, we suggest you limit your alcohol intake. If there's a family history of prostate cancer, it is absolutely essential to avoid saturated fat that comes in red meat that's laden with fat, and cheese, and full not skim milk, full whole milk can aggravate a cancer because it's saturated fat. Let's talk about preventing colon cancer. Colon cancer is prevented especially by the so-called cruciferous vegetables, those being cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, radishes. All those have a substance called sulforaphane, and it's the sulforaphane that helps prevent the cancers. Beans are extremely rich in phytochemicals, chemicals that fight cancer, on a mixture of beans. Don't eat just one bean, rather have a mixture of beans. It is important not to eat too much deli meat, because the deli meat is either smoked, which is not beneficial for health and can cause cancer, and there's also a substance called nitrosamine that comes in deli food and in the blackened area when you barbecue. When one barbecues and you see that blackened area, please remove it, because those substances there are cancerous. They can cause cancer of the gastrointestinal tract, the stomach, the esophagus, and the colon. I also recommend patients to take curcumin or turmeric, curcumin. It's a spice that's used in India, and curcumin has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-cancer effects. Personally, we don't spice our food sufficient to get an adequate amount of curcumin in our daily diets, and therefore it is suggested that you take a curcumin capsule, 1 or 2 curcumin capsules a day, which can prevent cancer. If you do have cancer, that's a whole different story. The amount of curcumin that you can have, I'm not prepared to discuss it openly. If you wish, you can call and I will explain to you the amount of curcumin you should take. So here we have a whole array of fruits and vegetables. Always, the darker the color, the better it is, that not only help with weight loss, but can also help in preventing cancer. When you cook your food, it is also important to remember that barbecuing, frying, and cooking at high temperatures can cause cancerous substances to form in the food, especially the meat or the chicken or the fish. And it is recommended never to have food that is cooked at high temperatures, because occasionally, now and then, is fine. Nothing's going to happen. But if you do that on a regular basis, my advice is not to do that, because that can cause cancer of the gastrointestinal tract, of your stomach, pancreas, etc. Here we have an array of foods that help fight cancer. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food, said the philosopher and doctor Hippocrates in the year 534 BC, and what he said then holds true today in our century in the 13th century. Thank you very much for listening, and we will hopefully be back next week to give you another tip. The century, by the way, is the 21st century. I was thinking 2012. It's the 21st century. Thank you very much.